All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Optometry Confederation of India, I warmly welcome you all to episode number 34 of OCI Unsung Heroes series. So, the Unsung Heroes initiative is a tribute to dedicated optometrists and eye care professionals whose consistent efforts, commitment to the patient care, and service to community often go unnoticed. So through this platform, OCI aims to highlight inspiring journeys, impactful grassroots work and meaningful contributions that strengthen the profession of optometry across the country. So each story shared under this series reminds us that leadership is not always about the titles. It is about the dedication, compassion, and the difference we make in people's life. So today's episode, we continue this journey of acknowledging excellence, resilience, and service. So let's welcome today's panelists, Ms. Tamanna Akbari and Ms. Suja Balasubramaniam. So Ms. Tamanna Akbari, she is an optometry professional with a diverse academic and clinical background. She completed her Bachelor's of Homeopathy and Surgery in 2014 from Anand, Gujarat, followed by Bachelor's of Optometry in 2022, further strengthening her expertise in eye care and vision science. She gained valuable clinical experience as an optometrist at Retina Care and the Spectacle Clinic in Ahmedabad from June 24 to June 25, where she was involved in comprehensive eye examinations and patient care. She also worked internationally as an optical assistant at Specsavers, Birmingham, United Kingdom, in August 23 to March 24. She gained exposure to global optical practice standards and retail optometry workflows. Currently, Ms. Tamanna is associated with Darshan Chashmaghar in Anand, Gujarat, which is a well-established family-owned optical practice serving the community for over 20 years. Through her combined clinical expertise and family business involvement, she continues to contribute to the quality eye care and patient-focused optical services. So welcome, Tamanna.
Yeah,
Can
well,
we have our clinic video, Sakina, please? Thank you so much. We have another panelist with us today who is Ms. Suja Balasubramaniam. She is a dedicated optometry professional with a strong foundation in both clinical practice and optical retail engagement. She completed her bachelor's degree in optometry from Dr. Agarwal's Agarwal's Eye Hospital, Chennai, where she developed her core clinical skills and patient care expertise. Following her graduation, she worked as a consultant optometrist at Titan Eye Plus, Bangalore, gaining valuable experience in structured retail optometry and customer-focused eye care delivery. Currently, she serves as an optometrist and operations coordinator at Crystal Optics, Coimbatore, which is also a 28-year-old family-run optical practice founded by her father, Mr. Balsubramaniam, an optometrist and alumni of the Regional Institute of Ophthalmology, Chennai. In addition to contributing to the family business, she also demonstrated entrepreneurial initiative by establishing her own practice, Optic Studio in Coimbatore, which she successfully managed for 2 years. Ms. Suja specializes in progressive lens dispensing, combining strong clinical knowledge with practical business insights to deliver personalized vision solutions. She actively participates in professional meetings and continuing medical education programs to stay updated with advancements in optometry. She is also passionate about the art of dispensing, where she thrives in the dynamic and competitive optical industry while maintaining a strong commitment to quality patient care. So, welcome, Suja.
thank you, ma'am.
Sakina, can we have her clinic video, please? Great. Thank you so much, Sakina. Lovely videos, girls. So let's start with the questions. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so my first question goes to Ms. Suja. So, Suja, in your introduction, we found that you had a family business, which is running for more than 28 years now. So, what inspired you to take optometry as a career? Since you have a family business, was it pre-decided that you were going to take optometry as a career, or was it something else?
Growing up around our family optical store, I was always exposed to eye care. Both of my parents are eye care professionals. My father, he's an optometrist, and my mother, she's an eye hospital staff nurse. So it's always been like after my school, I freshen up, take my snacks, come to the store, do my homework, go home, sleep. So that's been the routine. So I've almost grown up in the store. So and over the period, I developed a genuine interest for the profession, to the profession. So I saw how something simple as the right pair of glasses could transform someone's life. So that chose me. I mean, helped me to choose this as my profession.
Yes, that's great. What about you, Tamanna? For you also it was pre-decided, or it was something else for you initially, and then you know, by
Um,
came into optometry, or it was pre-decided?
Uh, I would say no, it was not pre-decided. I wanted to do something in a medical field, so I think I just took a long turn by being an homeopathic doctor
Yeah.
and then took the interest into optometry. So yeah, it was always there, optometry in the background. But when I see the dual role of optometry, like you have the clinical side, you have a business side, so it kind of like intriguing, and then I think I just landed on the optometry.
Yeah. Great, great. Okay, so Tamanna, again to you, what facilities do you offer at your clinic?
At both clinic, the spectacle clinic and Darshan, we provide the basic facilities like comprehensive eye examination, contact lens fitting, then prescription glasses. So all sort of that basic facilities we provide extensively.
Okay. Okay. Moving on to Suja, what kind of eye care services do you provide, at Coimbatore at your clinic, and what are the most common cases you've encountered till now? Is it just a refractive error or any other cases which you have often, encounter at your clinic?
Same like what Tamana just said, ma'am. The basic comprehensive eye examinations and contact lens fitting and pediatric screening and guidance for computer vision syndrome. But the most common cases that we see are myopia in children
Oh,
and eye strain in among working professionals and early presbyopia in middle-aged patients that we see a lot in these days, and also early signs of dry eye, not just patients, but mostly everyone, even a 9-year-old kid, I can say. So
yeah.
other quite common conditions like cataract and glaucoma and those things.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now my next question is to both of you. So your both of you have, it's a big family establishment, which is over almost 20 years. It's running now. So how does that feel, and what are the responsibilities that come with it? It's a big responsibility to, to go and work, which is already established, and I'm sure your father must be very well known in your area, and taking that responsibility is a big thing. So, how does it feel, and what are the responsibilities that you have taken over?
So I would like to take first. I feel that when I joined Darshan Chashmagar, it was always like a heavy responsibility on your shoulder, and knowingly or subconsciously, patients like to compare you to your father, and that sometimes as an feel as an honor, and it's a responsibility as well. So when you think about introducing new technologies or something new you want to introduce or to expand your practice, you have to keep always in back of your mind that you have a reputation, and you like to you carry on that positive reputation or legacy to next level, and that is quite a heavy burden on your shoulder. But when you just involve yourself slowly and gradually into your practice, I think that becomes the sole motivation as well to go on every day. So yeah, that's that's a responsibility to some extent, yes.
Right. Yes. What about you, Suja?
Same thing, ma'am. I think the main responsibility is to actually maintain the trust. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, when it's been 20 years, people almost consider us like a family. So first thing, I need to make sure that trust is not getting affected.
Right.
So to maintain the trust, I have to maintain the same quality that's been upholded all these years, and also to bring in new advancements and take other strategies to promote the shop and everything. So I feel the trust needs to be maintained in all stages.
Very true. So, continuing the same question, so what were the hindrances you encountered when you joined your, family business? Like, I'm sure there must have been, generational gap, and, your father thinks something else and you want to do something else, or you want to introduce some new things in your practice. So, were there any hindrances or any, such conflicts between new generation and the old generation?
So many.
So yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah, continue. Yes.
Okay. So many, I can say, because even to talk about promotions on Instagram, it took me almost 1 year to like papa, we have to make these educational reels and all. Like initially they don't get it, so it was I had to gain the trust from him, and then even that requires a lot of money, to make the people to come inside, and to even to change the customer details to a software, and everything that all takes so much of efforts to make them understand. So it has always been very difficult, but once it was when I got the hang of it, and when they got the hang of it, it went smooth. But every day each step feels very hard. When it's just our responsibility, it's easy, but when the shop's money is coming in, and when I need the permission from my father, it's kind of tough. But now that the sink is very good, I feel now it's easy, but initial stages when I joined the store, it was pretty tough.
Right. Yeah. What about you, Tamanna?
For me, luckily, it was not that difficult. He always believed in, a new knowledge and new technology. But yes, when you gain experience over 20 years, you always, mold in certain way to do a practice. And when next generation comes with their knowledge and their new thing, it's always not like that easily, you can grasp that. So at a time when I feel that reluctancy, I like to back up my proposal with some sort of tangible outcomes, and in case of patient outcomes, and then I think he started believing in me, and slowly and gradually we developed that rapport. But yeah, you sometimes feel that generational gap is going to be there, but you have to tackle that.
Yes, yes, very true. Because for them, just word of mouth was sufficient. But now in new generation, we have to deal with, social media promotion and all the things.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that digital social media is very new for them, and they are not get used to like that easily the way we are. And for them, I think when they have to invest something on new technology, they always like to think twice before just going ahead like us. Like we just want to jump into the new thing.
Right, yes. Okay, moving ahead, I'll go to Tamanna then. How do you balance your clinical and business side of running the practice? Now sometimes we get confused between, we know that this is good for the patient, but this gives more value for money. So how do you decide, and how do you tackle this situation?
At first, when I joined the practice, I mean, I was always, it was always difficult, like to just, sometimes it happened that I used to emphasize more on a clinical side. And then my father used to tell me that you have to think about the business as well when you just advise. And at a time, when you just switch to business mind, and then you forget, like, oh, I have to just advise clinically as well. So I believe that when you just do it every day, then your mind start, thinking about both ways, and then you strike a balance between that. It's difficult initially, but over the time you just try to, understand each case from both perspective, and then, you advise accordingly. But I believe that when it's solely clinically, you should think that way the case. And then yeah, for spectacle and contact lenses, I like to, give the elaborate explanation that why I'm just advising it. So that's why I think I balance both the side. Yeah, but it's challenging.
Yeah, yeah, we can understand. Yes. Okay, moving on to Suja. Suja, you said you get a lot of cataract patients as well. So how do you handle the referrals for cataracts or the other complex cases, and other referrals or for the surgeries as well?
Yeah. Actually, the hospitals around my optical stores have been very much, the relationship is very good with the optical stores, not just optical stores, other eye hospitals and everything. So it's always been a healthy competition, ma'am. So if I detect anything beyond the scope of my eye care, I refer patients to the trusted ophthalmologist. So I always make sure the patients clearly understand why the referral is needed and what are the steps they'll be going through once they enter. So I personally sometimes go with them, or I direct them to the PRO person in that hospital. So even after the referral, I follow up to ensure the quality of the care that's been given. So the main goal is to make sure always patient's well-being is taken care, and not to just simply retain the case unnecessarily. So I think that will bring the business next time, but not this time. But make sure the patient's need is met, patient or customer's need is met.
Correct. The closing the loop is very important in our eye care professional, basically. So, Tamanna, for you also, have you approached ophthalmologist for referrals and anything for specialty services, and how has been the response till now?
So at both my clinic, I am in contact with ophthalmologist. At first, I started referring patients to them for like surgical and medical interventions, and I have this habit of just taking follow up. As Susa said that, when you just send patient, it's not like a random. You have to take follow up. You want to know like what happened to your patient, and from there I think they started believing in me, and reciprocally referred patient as well, who need my help in terms of contact lens or spectacle. So from them, I think from there I started having a strong professional relationship with ophthalmologist.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, and maintaining those relationship is very important,
Yes.
especially because in our profession, the optometry profession is like that. We need to co-manage with the other, physicians or ophthalmologists or even sometimes neurologists. So
Yes.
that is something very important. Yes, moving on to Suja. Suja, what are your marketing strategies, that have helped you to grow your business? So though it was a family-owned business, but have you implemented any marketing strategies specifically to, growing your business or to attract the patient footfall?
Yeah. So, to be frankly answering this, ma'am, the one and only main thing that's helped this store run for 30 years and even presently, I would say, is word of mouth. I think that's the basic thing. Nobody can actually, uh, I don't think anything can cross the results that are coming out of that. So, honestly, the biggest growth has come from word of mouth only, and that has built so much of long-term relationships. So in the past, around 2003, 2004 and all, my father has, he's done these, we used to have these local channels on TV. So that time and all, they used to do these small, small programs wherein, patients or customers, they call and they'll ask the doubts and all. But now with all these decision channels, getting those slots and all, it's gone way beyond expensive. So we cannot do that. So apart from that, what we did was we've given this paper advertisements. And I'm telling all this in the past. And then we've conducted this camps and all in schools and hospitals and everything. But I think if I'm comparing all these things, I think the only thing that's been working around is word of mouth. So, I think even for the 7 or 6 years of experience that I've had now, I think that is only helping me a lot. So,
Right, yes. For you, Tamanna, is the same thing. Can you share your marketing strategies?
For me, yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, when patient comes to you, they are happy, they are satisfied. They send, another patient or their friends and relatives. So I believe that's the strongest way of marketing. And yeah, for spectacle clinic, we do here and there on social media. But I still like to hold that opinion that the word of mouth publicity is the best way you can just thrive into this competitive business.
Right, yes.
because doing things that's been, that other people do have gone so much expensive, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all those aggressive promotions, the amount of money which we put in doesn't really come back.
Definitely,
Correct.
yes. It's
Twice.
it's sort
Very
of like you are doing it for the sake of like everyone is doing, but
right.
you know inside that it's going to be word of mouth publicity only. Like patient bring the patient always, and it's for common for us as well. Like if you want to go to physician, we like to go to the physician whom we believe. It's not like through marketing we can go. So for it's same for the eye as well, and yeah, that's the common strategy.
Yes. Okay, continuing the same question, nowadays we can see a lot of big names coming into optical chains, and I won't take the names, but yeah, there's been a lot of aggressive marketing. It's been going on through TV, through social media, everywhere. So now, from both of you, coming from the tier two cities, have you faced competition? Of course, you must have faced competition from these kinds of the optical chains and hospitals. So, how do you differentiate yourself? I mean, how do you stand out, or how do you work on, differentiating yourself from these optical chains and hospitals?
So for me, because my city is not that big, and we have lots of these chain stores. Initially, we face the competition, but as my father and I both like to believe that if you have strong clinical skill and if you focus on that only, that will run your business. You don't need to go with this big promotion. You have to focus on your knowledge and improvement of your knowledge. So when you deliver translate that knowledge into your clinical thing, I think that speak a lot instead of anything else. So for me, I think I like to hold that strong clinical skill is the main idea of surviving in that competition.
Right. Yes. What are your views on this, Suja?
Same thing, ma'am. If I have to think about competition, my store is located on a road called DB Road in RSpuram. It's like a main city, main place in the city. So in my road alone, we have like almost 20 optical shops and 5 to 6 eye hospitals. So the competition is very high. And to be honest, most of them are all big names which you would be.
Yes.
So initially there was only like 5 to 6 optical shops, and within the span of 10 years, I think there's been like 20 shops now almost. So we have this fear of playing along the competition and everything, but initially we were kind of fearful and all, but then with all the experience that even those people those you know how can I explain. Mm, Sometimes they get dissatisfied from the other store and they come to us.
Yeah.
Right? That time,
Right.
continuous assessment, what we understood and what we tried doing was we focused mainly on service. Look, even if they break their glasses that's been bought from other stores, we take the time patiently, do everything, and then give them a follow up and mainly educate them where this is happening. Like they'll be having like -7 or -8, but they won't be really knowing about high index, and also we'll be educating them and choosing the right frame for them. All those things we do. So sometimes they'll be having a good experience in our store, and then automatically they become our customer. So which I see in other optical chains and all, there'll be like so much of volume inside, like so much of customers will be going in because of the offers and promotions and everything. So even the optometrists inside, they won't be having the time to handle all the customers and giving the service to everyone. That becomes tired for everyone. So that time, we mainly focused on that, which we usually do, but then we tried doing more for them, and not intentionally, but that happened naturally. And then we try to resolve the missing parts. They'll be like wearing a very normal contact lens. They won't be knowing about branded things, so we'll educate them how to wear. Sometimes people used to say that I was cleaning the lens with the water. So we'll educate them from basic. Like we have like along with me, we have three optometrists. So we take the time, educate them in everything, and then follow up. Then again next month we'll say like we'll ask them how is it going on. Is the the contact lens? How do you feel the fitting and all? So I think when we give the right service, we can survive in that heavy competition, ma'am.
Yes, very true, very true. And of course, the trained professionals also, the training part, what you do in your setup and what was done in the big optical chains is so much difference. And I'm sure being graduates in optometry, you must be making a difference in in your area, differentiating you from those optical chains. So moving on to Tamanna again. So, Tamanna, can you share any case where, as an optometrist, you made a difference and you felt something special that, or you felt that proud of yourself that okay, I'm an optometrist and I made this difference. So, can you share any case like that?
Yeah, I would like to share two cases. So recently I got a case of like sudden vision deterioration. The patient was like around 25, 26-year old, and he complained in the morning, like he was my first patient in the morning, and he complained that, suddenly I was driving in the morning and I'm not able to see through my right eye. So when I examined, it was like acute close angle glaucoma. And I just took the history, and then I came to know that he's started medication and then stop it because he started feeling good. So I had to refer him urgently, and then when I took the follow from the ophthalmologist, like, then he said that everything went well and now his IOP is at like normal. So I feel that at that time, when you just timely intervene in those cases, it can save the vision. And the another case of is of pediatric patient. So that patient was 10-year old and he was exophoric. So his father said that his eyes are making funny movement, and when I examined, it was like exophoria on the verge of being exotropia. So when with the ophthalmologist, I designed the treatment part. We gave him some primary this treatment and exercises, and I think on my last follow-up he was improving in his vergences. So I believe that when you just start slowly with that sort of thing, you started believing in your evidence-based practice, and then you realize that you want to do something in that field as well. So yeah, those two cases I think are good for me, good lessons for me.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, moving on to Surja again. For you, when you look back and what was that case or moment in your practice which made you special or made you feel proud, reminded why you chose this field?
Okay. Something happened. I mean, like we used to have this proud moments here and there, weekly, twice,
Mm.
weekly, thrice. But one thing I would say, like morning, I was thinking about this. So what happened was, ma'am, 5 years ago, 5 to 6 years ago, when I initially started practicing on my own, like when I used to come to my shop, that time what happened was a middle-aged customer. He was around 35 or within 40, I suppose. So what he was having is he was wearing of almost a very high power, I think beyond plus 10, I suppose. I'm not sure, but a very high power. But his vision was very low, though he was having a corrected thing. His vision was very low. So he was from abroad. He was from Saudi. So his children, his family, everyone are in Saudi. So and when we like we started talking, we came to know that he's also he's a Malayali. Like we speak half Malayalam in home. So we started going to the native. Okay, where are you from? Blah blah blah, and almost a little history was taken with the conversation itself. And then we came to know that this sudden vision loss to this customer happened when he was 10 years old, like all of a sudden.
Hmm.
So when we started talking about this, and then I was involved because I was all this fresher and all. I used to come and sit and talk with them and all. So when Appa was asking, we came to know that that customer's father also had the same problem when he was 10 or 10, 11, 12 years old. So he also almost lost his vision, and he was having a little bit vision of 660, something like that. And he passed away. And now, before 5 years, that customer's son, he was around 9 or 8 or something. So when we were talking, his son was in Saudi. This uncle was only here. He'll get all his glasses and contact lens supply, everything for 6 or 1 year, and he'll go. So then, with proper history, what we did was I did not handle it. I was just listening, but what we did was we communicated from here to Saudi, and then we made sure that kid was taken to the hospital. Like we could see the same thing happening over history. So we made them consult the proper hospital over there, and then they took the everything, and they found out, and they I suppose he had a surgery. And then
Okay.
we and recently that same person he came to my shop for changing his glasses that was bought in 2017, and now it's 2026. So the frame is good, he's changed only the lenses. So again now he's come for Balu, I'll change my glasses now, this is old, it's all become all kharab, so we'll change. So that time we came to know that that kid is a bit older now, he's crossed that stage, and his vision is 6/6. So that
Oh,
felt so good, like we did something very small. We just asked him to go consult the hospital, take give proper history, and see what's going on. So that single surgery has saved that boy's vision. I'm not sure what kind of thing was done, I couldn't
right.
come, but I feel that kind of made me feel very proud. And one more thing is when I feel when 12th graders and 11th graders, when they used to come to my shop, we talk to them nicely. Those age people, I connect with them easily. So when I talk about this field, they get fascinated. They don't know about optometry. Some people, they don't
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, you have this course, how is it, like it's only 2 years, 3 years. Then I explain them how what all branches you have research side, and then you have business side, you have teaching side, and everything. And they get, oh, they'll be like, oh, we didn't know all this. And some people say that, okay, fine, I'll do this, I'll go to Chennai, I'll go to Bangalore, or I'll join in Coimbatore, like that. That also makes me feel proud for taking this profession. It could be a very small thing, but that makes me
Yeah,
feel.
no, no, of course. And you're promoting optometric profession. That's a very good thing. So, okay, moving on to next question. Okay, for this is for both of you actually. So how, so we are into eye care professional, which is, there are some upgrades, there are some new technologies coming in. So how do you, keep yourself updated in terms of the knowledge, skills, and practice development? So both of you, anyone can go first. Yes.
Okay. So I usually attend webinars or in-person training sessions where you can learn a lot of from experienced optometrists, because when you go into case discussion, you realize that you always gain something, and you can always add something in your armor. So yeah, that way. And also I like to get in connection with my fellow optometrists. So when you just discuss cases, those are fascinating cases, you say, learn something from them, then you can learn from each other as well. So that way I like to update myself. And also I have this habit of scrolling journals, so you can always learn something, like what's going new in your field. So yeah, that's how I think I update my knowledge.
Right. Yes. Suja, your insights on this?
Yes, ma'am. So as she said, yes, eye care is constantly evolving with new technologies and treatments and approaches and everything. So I feel, first of all, with what I can do right now is, as I said before, there are like 6 or 7 eye hospitals around my store. So
Mm.
hospital will have a CME going on some or the other day. So they will invite us. So some or the other way, I will try to attend that, because that's the only clinical knowledge that I'll be getting very close to, because being in store, it's all business and things. So
Right.
get updated is through those CMEs. And like just like Tamanna said, I get in contact with my fellow optometrists, and they'll be telling all me, the new things that's happening, and journals also. We have these groups, and also they keep sending, and when I have time, I'll be opening that. So I think that's very important, ma'am.
Yes, yeah, very true. Okay, moving on to next question. So, see, as an we have picked you because you're into tier two cities and you're serving community. So, I want to talk about the community service now. So, are you both of you, are you involved into community screenings, any sort of camps or school screenings or any kind of community screenings?
So
And how
for
was the
me,
experience or any moment that touched your heart and you want to share it with us? So please go ahead. Yes.
yeah, for me, I think yes. Firstly, when I was in like my academic years, we used to go to camps, and my father he strongly believe in camps as well, because this is the medium through which we can reach to a huge amount of population. So he used to, and he's still doing this, arranging the camps, and I like to take part now and then into that. And I also, participate in the school screening program, where we can, pick the refractive error early in children, and we can make the difference, because it's about their all over development. So definitely, I'm quite into these screening programs. Yes.
Okay. Yes. What about you, Suja?
Same thing, ma'am. I strongly believe in doing camps, and the amount of gratitude that comes from camp is it's a all time. And what happens is, with now, with all this competition, many school camps and all, we don't usually get it these days, because they prefer corporates and everything. And same happens with computer companies also. So what we do is, we try to do again, with what measures we can. So for example, we have these old age communities a lot in our place,
Yes.
because in the city outer and all, we have this one example I could tell you is this is one thing called Nana Nani. The children will be abroad, the parents will be, they'll be buying a house, and so they will not be able to come to the city because of their health issues and everything. So what we do is, we personally go there, not just in terms of camps. We build a strong networking with those people through, like old trust, or with word of mouth and everything. So when they call us, we will go there, and we'll make sure all their problems are settled, so that they don't come here. They'll be having issues with walking and everything. So we'll make sure all their problems are done, and if at all next stage is required, if an ophthalmologist is should be there, then we'll take all measures to take them to the ophthalmologist, tell them all the history, because they'll be forgetful and everything. So we'll help them mostly. I think at this point, more than camps, we concentrate on this, and attending networking, sessions with, women community and everything. That's the thing which I'm doing right now with the resources that I have, and I feel that's helping a lot now.
That's great. That's great. So I'm sure you must be knowing that OCI is into, we have a lot of projects. We do community screenings. We have big projects like Vision for Cause, which was a big school screening program. We do weavers, we do farmers. So there are small community which are unrecognized and they don't get support. So we support those communities, and of course we involve unsung heroes in this. So now you are being a part of this unsung hero group. Will be troubling you more for the community screenings and
No,
uh,
we would be happy to be a part of that.
yes. So talking about the community, how basically how aware are your patients in your area, about any preventive eye care or regular eye checkups or comprehensive eye examination? Still, patients are coming and saying, "Sif chashme ka number chahiye," or something like that. Or you do. How do you convince them for the comprehensive eye examination, or how they are aware about the preventive eye care services?
I would say they are still, not aware about like regular follow-ups, especially in pediatric age group. So once they got the glasses, they feel that it's going to survive for 1 to 2 years, and then they'll come after that. But when I, do the my like eye examination, I always like to give advice at the end of that, that you have to come to follow up. you are suffering from this sort of problem, and it's not like going to go away by just wearing glasses. You have to come and you have to check every year or so, or every 6 months or so. And if we feel that is changed, then we'll change it. Otherwise you can go with the same correction. So that will, that's that sort of communication, transparency, make them understand that what we are emphasizing about the follow up. And sometimes it happens that when they believe in us, they come automatically. Sometimes we forget that they have to come on follow up. But yeah, for children, I like to give 10 to 15 minutes to the parents, so that
Right.
they can understand about the refractive errors and what can that refractive error do on the long run. Because we all are talking about myopia and sort of things, but even hypermetropia is also that something can degrade the vision.
Right.
So I like to take some time on that because it's necessary. So when you just invest 10 to 15 minutes into that, on the long run you will feel that patient automatically come on follow-ups. Yeah.
Right. Yes. What about you, Suja? How are the patients in Coimbatore area? Yes.
Yeah, the awareness is improving, ma'am, especially among younger parents and working professionals. However, many people still visit only when they have a problem, or they try not to wear glasses. They'll be like, "No, I can manage. See, I can see distance, ma. I can see the bus number, ma." They'll say, "No, no, no, I don't need." They'll be very, uh, you know, uh, sure on that. So
Yeah.
I see. I feel education plays a big role, and we constantly encourage annual eye checkups, especially for children and diabetic patients. We tell them, how it can go wrong. Just one night, it can change everything, especially for diabetic patients. So when not just the eye, we tend to educate the whole thing. If you have a small thing like go see a diabetologist, or like you have a small bruise, it needs to be taken care. Everything we'll educate them, and side by side we'll talk about eyes also. If at all, if you have this problem, please go to an eye doctor. So all those things we try to educate, but the awareness is very much improved, ma'am. Now people, one set of people, they try to have two glasses, one main and one for backup. Some people, they try not to wear glasses, but when the situation has come, and when there's proper awareness, people are getting preventive eye care.
Right. Okay. And how has been your experience regarding the low vision aids? Because, many people they are not aware that some devices are available for the, low vision patients or those who have visual impairment. Because most of the time, ophthalmologists they refer to us, and a patient does not know what is happening with them, or, are there any cure for the vision, or it's gonna stay like that, or are there any devices available in the market which will help me, to read or at least do daily life activities? So how is the awareness about the low vision devices in your area?
Yeah,
um Sorry, yeah, you can carry
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
we try in a year, I would say, like we would cross 6 to 7 low vision aid patients. Like they'll be aware, they have this one or two aid that they have, but they don't know the advancements that's been going on. So we try to educate them, and then we don't do low vision mostly. So we have two or three ophthalmologists who have their proper setup in their hospital. So we make sure to educate them here and then refer to the ophthalmologist. And I think most people get their proper aids, and their life has improved also.
Okay. Yes, Tamanna, what about you?
For me, I would say my spectacle clinic is in association with retina care. So a lot of retina patients
Right.
require low vision aid. I started, slowly, like Suza said, that, explaining that low vision is beyond this magnification, like magnifiers and all that. You can do a lot of things. And when they, grasp that information thoroughly, they try to, understand that, like, I can go with certain low vision aid. Sometimes I feel that it's quite heavy on their pocket. So when I see that sort of concern, I try to send them to the non-profit organization who are providing low vision aid. But yeah, we are trying at our best at this level, that what like even simpler low vision aid we can provide, that can make change to in the patient life. So that sort of thing. But in next few years I like to expand heavily, because in my area I think I'm one or two optometrists are there who are extensively practicing it, and even from remote area of Gujarat, the patient have to come Ahmedabad to get that. So I like to, I have seen this loophole, and I like to address it in next few years.
Right, yes. And to support private practitioners, basically OCI develops a lot of content and we distribute it free of cost for all the practitioners so that they can, educate their patients, create awareness about the, eye conditions and all. So we have a lot of IEC posters which you can place them in your waiting area, or we have animated videos which you can show to the children basically and their parents. So please access them on our all platforms and you can make use of them. So yes, now last few questions to both of you. Okay, do you think now both of you being women, do you think there are any specific challenges that women face when they want to open their private practice?
Yes. First is like you have to balance your professional and personal life, and for that, I feel that your strong family support is there, needed. And professionally, when I started my own private practice, I feel that a lot of I believe that a lot of stairs I have seen, like they don't have faith in women, like how they gonna expand the business. But you have to show your convictions, and you have to be persistent about showing the patient's response, and when you increase the patient's footfall as well, so automatically that silence down those voices or murmurs around you. And definitely as a woman we face those things, but I believe that if you have confidence you can survive through that as well.
Right, yes. What about you, Suja?
Same thing, ma'am. I think family support is very important. Be it you're married or not married, I feel constantly, especially when you're married, I feel, there's a very big, strong support system that you need, who supports you in terms of confidence when you're having a bad day, or, a day when you have zero customers, everything. So the financial backup and the emotional backup, everything you need. And the case is different when you have a child. Like I have a 1-year-old son. So frankly, I'm speaking nowadays, after he was, 6 months older, I go to shop every day for like 3 or 4 hours. Either way, he'll feel sleepy, or he has to poop, or he's hungry or something. I have to come to the shop. It's like, the consistency is very, we have to put a lot of consistency, and the effort is high. So I feel it's now in this generation, I feel both men and women, it's the same. But I feel, with proper family support and proper priority setting, I think we can do better.
Right, yes. Very nicely said, actually. Okay, so last question to both of you now. So, what advice would you like to give it to young optometrists, those who want to consider opening a private practice? So, what will be the some tips or some advice from you guys to young optometrists?
I have seen a lot of optometrists, young optometrists are jumping directly onto a big scale private practice, and I've seen them facing trouble in next 1 to 2 years after opening their private practice. So, as my father always advised me, first improve your clinical skill for like 2 to 3 years after graduating. Don't rush into establish your own name. Just hone your clinical skill, and then once you feel confident, you just start in a small scale, and then you can improve gradually over there. So it's always you have to invest your years into that, and it's not like you just focus on sales, but you have to build a trust, you have to build a loyalty as well, a reputation, so that it requires a lot of effort and time. So I would say don't rush, and you have to be confident in starting it.
Yes. Yes. What about you, Suja?
Okay. I'll say in a very layman term, ma'am, because what happens is, many people, they rush for profits in the starting itself. They'll be like, I've invested so much, I'm doing all these things, I'm getting the amount only for the rent and payments and everything. I'm not getting 1 lakh profit or 2 lakh profit. But what I would say is, don't rush for the profits in the beginning. Do your ethical practice, be different from the other stores, what they're doing. Like, do proper research. Like, you've set up a shop in so and so area, just see the surrounding, what kind of area that is it a residential area, do you have more progressive customers, do all those research, and then get proper equipments, like good quality equipments. Then
Yes.
have patience, ma'am. That's the main thing I would say. When I had a private practice for 2 years, like, which is not running anymore. First year, I would say it was, we somehow, like, to be honest, we will manage it, ma'am. We don't have to like put money from our own pocket to the rent and everything, because this is such a good profession. You will be taken care. It's no, you'll not go, so beyond and all.
Yeah.
Such a good profession, but the thing is, you have to make it very strategically and have more patience. So I,
Correct.
when you trust more in you and you do the ethical practice, I think you'll do a great, you'll have a good future in what you're doing, especially in this profession.
I would like to add something that many young optometrists, they compare their sales or their business to the 20 years old or another chain shop. So I feel that you shouldn't compare to that. You just have to focus on your patient care and your clinic, so that, or your private practice, so that you can manage to survive in first initial years, and then gradually you start seeing patient increasing patient flow. So I believe that stop comparing in terms of profit and sales to others, and just focus on your enhancement, that help you a lot on long run.
Yes, thank you so much. Very nicely put up. So, three tips, what I can summarize to young optometrists. One is most important is patience. Second is focused, stay focused on your growth. And third is don't compare yourself with the other established practices. So, thank you all. Thank you, Ms. Suja, and thank you, Tamanna. So, as we have come to an end of today's episode, I would, sincerely thank our unsung heroes who are present here for sharing such inspiring journey with us, and your dedication, resilience, and commitment to patient care truly reflect the spirit of optometry, and we are proud to celebrate your contribution through this platform. So thank you so much for being here with us today. The Unsung Heroes series continues to remind us that impactful work often happens quietly through consistent service, ethical practice, and genuine passion for improving vision and lives. So, thank you all for doing such a great work. And we also would like to extend our gratitude to Optician India. Let me just share my screen. One second. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, so I would like to thank Optician India magazine. It's a magazine which is your ultimate guide to all the things optical. So whether you are an industry insider or a retailer or a shop owner or a private practitioner or a curious consumer, they have got something special for you. So thank you for all the support and encouragement. And I would also like to thank our gift sponsors, Prodigy Eyewear, for their support. So thank you all for joining us today. This was a great, episode, and we learned something. We got to hear some inspirational journeys. So thank you for being part of episode number 34, and we look forward to bringing you more inspiring stories in our upcoming episodes. So until then, let us continue to learn, serve, and lead with purpose. So thank you all.
Thank you so much for inviting us. Thank you.
Opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Yes. Have a good day. Thanks.